Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us is the Sony ICF-7600A. I perform a medium wave band scan. First we'll go over features, second I'll do a size comparison, and third I'll start cruising the daytime band. So let's check it out, the Sony ICF-7600A. Pretty cool old analog shortwave radio. You can find these on eBay running around $50 to $100 depending on condition, and you might even be able to pick them up for like $25 as parts are not working. I believe it's pretty easy to fix if you know what you're doing. I opened this up and it's pretty easy to service. A lot of times it's just these switches. You're not able to use these switches properly because they're dirty and then the radio won't work properly. So if you're looking for fixing up a radio, I want to try one of those inexpensive part radios. Yeah. So let's look at this guy. This was donated to the channel. Thank you, sir. You know who you are. It's awesome radio. He donated with the original box. It had a repair manual, everything. It was cool. Dated 1982 circa, so not bad. Over here we have a carry strap. We have a hookup for tape recording. We have an earphone jack. We have a DC input there. Note polarity is always reverse for some reason. The outside sleeve is positive. Center pole negative. 6 volts. Nice. When I took it apart, I measured the speaker. It's 3 inches. It has good tonal quality. Like it. Sony emblazoned here. It's actually kind of raised up. Nice. Like in my Sony radios. You guys know that. Pretty cool setup. Volume control here. It's a slider. When I took this apart, I also cleaned it. You can use Deoxic fader. The fader formula works really good for faders, for potentiometers, so you don't take the carbon film off. That can be a problem with normal solvents, so be careful when you're servicing your radios. So yeah, the fader addition is what you want on the Deoxic. Works great for that. Now for switches, I use Deoxic D5 or N5, one of those two, for the switches. These 3 switches, they still give me a little bit of trouble, but cleaned up these switches, the switch, and the power switch. I left the shortwave one alone. Those seem to be pretty good. So let's look at this dial here. Here we go. We have FM, AM, and shortwave, dual conversion. Gotta love it. And you can see how they segmented the bands. We got 49, 41, 31, 25, 19, 16, and 13. Nice. Medium wave looks like we're going to get to 1620, hopefully. Start at 530. And our FM band starts way down here at 76 and goes to 108. Log scale on the right. Little orange indicator. Accuracy, it's a little off, so I tend to look down to where you're at on this one, but not too bad. And of course, I think I showed you. Okay, no, tone control. This is a switch, so you have high, low, and news. So news gets really low. I like to keep it in the middle there for the medium wave. And the switch is for the band select to get FM, medium wave, short wave. So we'll leave it on medium wave. Over here is power button. Press this to turn the power off. Push this to turn the power on. Right now we can hear the radio. It's pretty cool. So we'll turn off the power. And you can lock the radio down by pushing down and going forward. And this little orange symbol says this radio is locked out, so you can't turn it on by mistake. Kind of neat. So we'll unlock the radio. Well, let's see. On the right-hand side, we have the tuning wheel. It's kind of low profile. Smooth analog tuning. Up here is a tuning LED indicator. Turns red. Loving it. Bottom, you could stand the radio up, but it seems to want to fall because it's a pretty slim radio, so I wouldn't suggest standing up too much unless you have a good surface. So pull-up antenna is pretty awesome. This antenna extends up to 27 inches, which is fantastic for shortwave and FM reception. Yeah, so it pulls up here to clear the case. You want to lay the radio flat. Yeah, and on the back here, so we can get this camera. We have the chart of the world time. Beautiful. And the coverage of the radio. And it's made in Japan. Yeah. Loving that. Takes 4 AA batteries. I'd open that up, but it's just simple 4 AA batteries. Where we have the speaker there. Vented area. Pretty simple, like I said, to take apart and service. Not a big deal. The only thing you have to remember is to pull this tuning wheel up and out a little bit. That can be the hardest part to get this radio apart and serviced. So, okay, let's do a quick size comparison, and we'll start cruising the daytime medium wave band. I haven't done it with this radio, but I have high hopes that it'll tune it well because the internal antenna is 4 3/4 inches. Yeah, it looked really nice. So here we are, CC Pocket. It's morning time. It's 10:45 a.m. Central Standard Time. I'm near Chicago, Illinois, USA. I usually like to start around 11, but 10:45 is pretty close, so we should be all right. Here I have a CC Skywave. Again, just giving you an idea for size. Awesome. It's so cool that this radio still works from 1982. Gotta love it. An Iron Man deck of cards for in case you don't have those two radios. Iron Man, he's the man with the master plan. He's a Sony fanboy like Todderbert is, man. Yeah, I'm a fanboy of Iron Man and Sony radios. All right, cool. So let's fire it up. Let's see. So we push this to turn it on, medium wave, and then turn the volume. Start the bottom of the band. Of course, you'll see me turning the radio to tune it in. Top of the radio is where the antenna resides, pointing to the station's direction. So let's see. Our first station's right here, 540 WAUK, Jackson, Wisconsin. I pointed to the north. This is west, by the way. It should tune in. You got music playing there. I don't know why. Might be a show intro. My guess. We'll see how it responds to the loop. We'll see if I can get that to light up. So this is a little power, as you can tell.
Women hear a lot about self-care these days.
So I'm going to put this Terk Advantage perpendicular to the top of the radio. I'm going to turn that purple knob and tune the radio in.
We can take is making sure we're financially secure later in life. That means saving money for retirement. It's never too late to start, and it's the kind of self-care that brings peace of mind.
So it's got the sensitivity. That just boosted the volume and the gain. That's pretty important. That can save batteries, especially in the evening. Cool. All right, let's go. Next station. Wait, so me using that slider a bit.
The best way to elevate your business. It is the best deal in all
smooth
of
volume.
Chicagoland radio. Here's what you do. Call Anjanette.
Smooth volume after I cleaned it. Before it was scratchy. And then the analog tuning is really nice. Dial string looks really good still.
8951 or visit 560theanswer.com/.
Let's check out the tone.
Coming up next, it's me, Dennis Prager, right after Mike Gallagher this morning at 11 on AM 560, The Answer. Every day, Mike visits with Mark Davis.
There you go. It really gets low on news.
660 AM, The Answer in Dallas. Here's today's M&M experience. I just want to offer you the...
So we can get 580.
And this young man came into my life in my office.
There it is, 580.
At Disney.
This is WILL, Urbana, Illinois, which is 150 miles south.
And he reminded me
We're going to bring in the loop again.
My
Terk Advantage.
one foster family that I had.
Perpendicular. And we're just going to harness some radio energy and send it to the radio.
I just knew that I wanted to be more in his life than just a 1-hour visit. And over time, that mentorship became much more.
That works out really nice.
And he's now well into his 20s. He's married.
All right. Let's keep tuning. Tune. Get a station up here. Barely making it out. You can hear that. Volume's all the way up. This is 590. WKZO, Kalamazoo, Michigan, about 140 miles away. Let's boost it with the loop. So what I'll do is I'll show you what I'm doing here. Smooth radio. Put the loop perpendicular here. And we'll see if we can't tune in the station.
He said, I was probably bigger
There we go.
before I met Meghan Markle. Here's what he said. What made him have to go through his simulator.
Just enough to hear it.
But then you add in the waveform, which is what the phone thinks that sometimes straight away.
That's a filter on the tone. Cool. Alright. Sony's doing pretty good.
When blood donation slows down. And Flanagan notes the winter
600
weather throughout the country
WMT,
has led
Cedar
to
Rapids,
more than
Iowa.
300 Red Cross blood drives
175 miles
in
to the
eastern and
west.
midwestern states. The American Red Cross says some
Bring the loop in again.
2 seconds. For more information, you can go to redcrossblood.org or call 1-800
Let's turn the
Red
volume
Cross.
down. Beautiful.
Another Red Cross blood donation stat: about 62% of the population is actually eligible to give blood.
Very cool. Loving that. Yeah, passive loops don't require batteries. They just harness the extra energy and send it by inductance or proximity to the radio, and the internal antenna picks it up. Next station should be 620.
Please, this way. Take a seat.
And I have friends that work in the industry. And look, flight attendants have very hard jobs, especially with all the childish behavior of the passengers.
No doubt.
So that tuning light come on as I turn it the right direction.
My social media accounts that I
620 to BTMJ, Milwaukee,
follow,
Wisconsin,
post a picture
52 miles to the north.
Dude's on a plane, sitting on the aisle with bare feet.
How
How is that allowable?
No, you don't take your shoes off when you're on a plane.
I'm Mike Island on the Black Information Network. North Carolina, Columbus County Sheriff Jody Green.
Okay, this Black Information Network is 640 WMFN, Peatone, Illinois. Pretty nice. Able to get that. Used to be Hispanic music.
Again, in December, the county DA filed a petition.
In New York and D.C., you can get around without one, but if I was on like a college campus and
so here's 670 The Score, WSCR Chicago, home of the Cubs. One of the strongest local stations in my area.
I don't know what I
AM
would have
band.
done without a car in college, but either way, that's going to be nice. And I know he's going to bump it into everything. I guess.
Keep going. Got a lot to go through.
I would personally rather see it take that route than not even try. There's no harm in trying if it's unconstitutional.
There's no harm in trying as long as you're not on the end of the list.
It sounds really good.
There's no harm.
720 WGN Chicago.
A guy like me, or many of my friends, or our thousands of members, they're on the butt end of this legislation.
That being said, obviously, those souls are aware. Those souls are not
Catholic
sleeping.
Radio,
Those souls are
750
alive in Christ Jesus.
WNDZ,
And that is
Portage,
what the church
Indiana.
teaches us. Remember John 3:16. In John 3:16, it says, "For God sent His only begotten Son, that every soul."
There's a lot of Catholic radio stations on the AM band.
FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of the NFL. BBM. 21 or older, present Illinois. First online real money wager only. $10 first deposit required.
So really fast, WBBM 780, Chicago.
Sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem, 1-800-GAMBLER.
1053 business news from Bloomberg, and here's Gina Cervetti.
Rob some drivers in the Midwest.
Let's keep tuning.
Stephanie Miller.
What? Yes, it is the...
Here's 820 WCPT, Willow Springs, Illinois. A left-wing station, which is pretty rare on the radio in my area. It's mostly right-wing.
We've linked to it at all of our places.
Yes. Also, you can get your Alpha Liberal t-shirt at StephanieMiller.com, and by tomorrow, you can get your Representative Rapey McForehead t-shirt.
Alpha, what was that? I don't know what she said, but it was funny sounding. Alpha Liberal, I think that's what she said. Okay, here's 860.
Hating gays, Jesus never said, right? Hating gays, hating migrants who come from Mexico. Jesus never said, promoted that. As a matter of fact, that was...
Okay, we're going to see if we can't get a loop on this to improve the signal. Usually they play music, but now we're hearing about controversy. Always something to argue about. Unfiltered radio. So this is WNOV 860. This is pretty cool because low power, 200 watt station to the north. Milwaukee, 52 miles. So yeah, not bad. I like to get that. The next station would be East Lansing, Michigan, if it comes in. It's right there. I hear it. It needs a loop. unique route there. That's nice. Yeah, WKAR 870, East Lansing, Michigan. 195 miles. So it's pushing the limits. Nice. Very cool.
Designer eyewear for every style. Big City Optical is locally owned with multiple locations throughout Chicago and the North Shore. The new year is here.
So here we are, 890 WLS Chicago. And how is our pointer? It's about in the middle between 800 and 1,000. So, like I said, it reads like a little bit below, so it can be adjusted if you want to make it dead on, but it seems to be pretty accurate on the shortwave, so I'm going to leave it alone. So yeah, 890 WLS Chicago. Let's keep going.
Episodes of Chicagoland Retirement.
Joint pain. Hey, it's Gregory John. You don't have to go through another year with that knee pain or back pain.
WOKY, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the Big Badger.
Lasting relief from QC Kinetics. Got shoulder pain, excruciating pain.
Nice.
If you have any arthritis pain or lingering pain from an injury, don't let them operate on you or for them the way he changed it for you. Well, Craig, thank you. Just about at the end of the show, so thanks for that. Makes me
Relevant Radio, WBKM, Sandwich, Illinois.
God changed your life the way he did, and that Catholic radio could be part of that was just like you cannot stop laughing like all the time. I mean, laughing so hard that I was crying the first time I saw that Be a Man Instagram.
Here's 940 WFAW, Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin. Usually playing good music.
Why it's so funny to me, but especially the first night that
thanks for answering the call.
Sure.
About the AA program, I was.
Here's 950 WNTD, Relevant Radio, Chicago. They have the exact same program as 930.
Or is it okay to...
Yeah, so AA, Alcoholics Anonymous?
Yes.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's like in any official sense approved by the Catholic Church, but, you know, it's...
It seeks to help NPR produce programming that meets the highest standards of public service in journalism and cultural expression. This is NPR. Technology is shaking up the art.
So there you go. This is 970 WHA, Madison, Wisconsin.
Artists are fearful how easy
When I know the worst of winter is yet. Stay warm and cozy. Schedule your furnace check today at 4abc.com. It's only $29 and we'll give you peace of mind all winter. The number 4abc.com. Trust ABC and consider it done.
Still in news. Oh, still able to hear them, which is nice. I do like the low setting the best. We are on 1000 WMVP Chicago ESPN Radio.
Find out if you qualify for financial help.
Okay, 1030 WNVR, Vernon Hills, Illinois.
Is the party that says, well, these kids who want to come to school dressed as dogs or cats, you've got to listen to them because that's a
Here's 1050 WLIP, Kenosha, Wisconsin.
or the kids to shower.
Accident on 3990-94 southbound the Badger interchange. This is on the right shoulder
Okay,
of the
1070 WTSO, Madison, Wisconsin.
Anywhere, a few long-term road work projects continuing, but nothing causing it.
Going down a little bit. I think this music here is 1060 WHFB, Benton Harbor, Michigan, which is 95 miles to the east. Yeah, I can hear him. How strong as I'm gonna get it.
It's the favorite local
Cool.
podcast. The Larrabee and Podcast from iHeartRadio. Catch the latest episode now, or go back and listen to
1070. Music here is WNWI 1080, Oaklawn, Illinois. It's pretty selective radio. Nice. Can't wait to see what it does in the evening. It's a pretty popular radio too, by the way. I see it selling quite a bit. 1110 WXCS, Chicago.
Ayer ganaron los Broncos. Felicidades, felicidades.
Those sources say the Central Processing Center, which was previously overwhelmed with immigrants, is no longer at capacity.
11:30 WISN, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Cleaned up ahead of the president's arrival. Checking the WISN sports scoreboard, the Packers missed the playoffs after a 2016 loss to the Detroit Lions.
In the streets. And then the day before his arrival. So 2 days before his arrival, and then the day before. So they cleaned up the streets.
So here's 1160 WYLL, Hope for Your Life, Chicago, Illinois. Christian radio.
Photos as we're talking here. I mean, you look at that center. Look at all those people. And now look, it looks like the U.S. has, full control in that photo.
Pato Group at 2025 Hotline Court in Sycamore, where they're always accepting new patients. Stop in today.
We'll start off the day with some patchy fog, which should burn off. Looking for a little more sunshine today compared to...
Here's 1180 WSQR, Sycamore, Illinois, usually playing some good music on 1180.
Start to the year, but things will look a little better this afternoon. Meanwhile, we're going to be bringing back more cloudiness for Tuesday, Wednesday.
Están visitando a una organización en la comunidad y esta semana pasada visitaron a Maryville Christ Nursery, que es un programa que ayuda a padres que están pasando dificultades o que están en un crisis.
Yeah, it's a really usable tone control during the day. Nice. 1200 WRTO, Chicago, Illinois.
Y relacionaron con los padres, pero también traían 16 tiros y 9.
1220 WKRS, Waukegan, Illinois.
Es un poco,
which is super easy and right on your phone. And for anybody worried about prescription costs,
1230 WCLO, Janesville, Wisconsin.
Low cost copays on many medications. Let's talk about making things.
1240 WSBC, Chicago. She always sounds distorted. Faint signal, I think could be 1250. Yeah, I believe it's Milwaukee. 1250. I haven't tuned in too long. It's been a while. WSSP, Milwaukee. 60 miles away, 5,000 watts. I think the antenna is aimed a different direction. But that's what that is. Cool. And here would be 1260, but I don't hear a hint of anything. Monroe, Wisconsin, 60 miles. Oh, there is something right there. I think it's country music, so let's see if we can't boost it with the loop again. I like using this loop. It's great for daytime too, by the way, because you just leave it by the radio and keeps it playing good. There we go. That made a huge difference. Awesome. Yeah. Selective. Loving it. Alright, keep tuning.
Georgia. I'm Dan Patrick, and this is Above the Noise. This message is brought to you by Discover.
Okay, 1280, I believe, WBIG, Aurora, Illinois. Above the Noise program. Okay. Interesting.
Discover will help regularly
Haven't
remove
heard
your
that yet.
personal information like your name and address from 10 popular people search websites that could sell your data.
Music station, WZTI, Greenfield, Wisconsin. Just picking it up. Don't know if you guys can hear it. I'm going to bring the loop in. Kind of buzzy sounding. Yeah, it's picking up some interference, and I got everything off here. I think that would generate. Yeah, everything's off in my house. Actually, turn breakers off on certain things too, just to make it so we can tune. Yeah, I go through quite a bit to get it ready. So let's keep going.
Wiadomości z Polski.
1300
Wiadomości jest.
WRDZ, LaGrange, Illinois.
Skuteczne leczenie żylaków, pajączków na nogach, czy popękania.
Okay, can't have around music. It's definitely an intro to a show. 1310 WIBA, Madison, Wisconsin. Since we are at the top of the hour, 11:05.
issue is timeline. You know, I don't think the timelines matter. Here's Aaron after.
1330 WNTA, Rockford, Illinois.
And I think you kind of know when that is.
Music there is 1360 WLBK, DeKalb, Illinois, College Town. Got music on 1380, that's WBEL, South Beloit, Illinois.
Thank you for your words of encouragement and prosperity too. God has given me a confirmation, and his confirmation was
A little bit challenging on selectivity right here. A lot of strong stations in this area. 1390 WGRB, Chicago, Gospel Radio.
Thank you for sharing that. It's powerful. I appreciate you.
Music on 1400 WRJN, Racine, Wisconsin. Nice.
Welcome to the Radio Shopping Show. The most amazing show on the radio. The Radio Shopping Show is a fun and unique way to save 40, 50, 60% or even more on travel destinations, family or fine dining, entertainment, auto services, plus thousands of other items. To participate on the Radio Shopping Show, simply call area code.
I want to buy a radio off the Radio Shopping Show.
931-1410. Questions about various
Call 'em up.
merchandise and how to shop with us are welcome as well. Or go to our website.
Got a cruise. So that was
10.com. Now, let's save money.
1410. I don't know if I said it. WRMN, Elgin, Illinois. They got it beefed up, sounding fancier.
Oh, broadcasting live here from down.
So I was getting a hint of 1420. I'm not sure what that is during the day. This is 1430 WEEF, Deerfield, Illinois. Nighttime list. I think I might have been picking up WOC 1420 out of Davenport, Iowa. 131 miles, 5,000 watts, I believe, during the day, or 10,000, maybe 10,000. So that's what I was picking up. Let's keep going.
Bright red line, a violation of the First Amendment by government, as we have.
This is 1440 WROK, Rockford, Illinois.
It's
to the
direct
west.
smoking gun evidence, and this is what's in emails.
WRLL, The Real, 1450, Cicero, Illinois. Trying to go a little quicker. We're almost through. There's WJTI, West Ellis, Wisconsin on 1460, I believe. Yeah. Country Music, 1490. WGEZ, Beloit, Wisconsin.
An eagle to come and destroy them, what they let out of their mouth. There's an eagle called the devil.
1520 LUV, Loves Park, Illinois. Definitely a Christian radio.
Come out of your mouth. You no good. You never been no good.
A hint of 1530 WCKG, Elmhurst, Illinois. 1540 WPTT, Hartford, Wisconsin. Music there, I think 1560 WGLB, Port Washington, Wisconsin. It's barely coming in. Music here, 1580, I believe is WTTN, Watertown, Wisconsin. Or that could have been 1570. This is 1580. WTTN.
Which lasted almost a year, 1786 to 1787. Was such a
I'm gonna look this one up. Maybe I'm off.
in American history. Now, at that time,
this skywave here.
we were operating under the Articles of Confederation. We were not yet the United States of America. We were.
Okay, this is 1580. WTTN, Watertown, Wisconsin. We'll pick up some music stations though. I think 1560, 1570. Okay, cool.
Kind of like nation states. And the
WTTN, Watertown, Wisconsin.
Like a NAFTA,
I'll get it right. You know, it's top of the band stuff.
팔만을 고집하는 46년 된 가발
That one I
도매업체 알레시아 인터내셔널
Easy to pick up. WCGO, Evanston, Illinois, 1590.
324-0404.
That's what I was waiting for, to give me an idea where I was at in the dial. Oh, 1600 coming in. 1600 is fairly far. I gotta keep going to my nighttime list. Running out of time here. 1600 is going to probably be Ann Arbor, Michigan. Okay, I'm gonna keep going.
Westbound 994 from Lake Creek Road to Wadsworth Road.
Oh, that's coming in clear. 1620 Traffic Advisory Radio, Lake County, Illinois. Usually it's not that clear.
The following road work is currently
1630 KCJJ. The music, Iowa City, Iowa. Nice. Okay, so tops off at 1630. Alright, so we'll go ahead and turn this off. Awesome. So there you go. The Sony ICF-7600A. They're daytime medium wave, rocks. Use a passive loop with it. Amazing. Pick one up. Enjoy some awesome retro 1980s, early 1980s fun. Can you imagine it's 40 years old already? Wow. It's a long time. So definitely give me a like the video. 2, if you like Sony radio, subscribe at the bell icon. And 3, comment below what you think about this radio. Would you like to buy one? Do you like the... I like it for classic radio. So it's a thumbs up. All right, guys, take care, and we'll see you in my next video.